Hey, this is Jenny with Wynn Hill Worms. I'm here in Salmon Creek in the heart of Clark County, Washington today. A beautiful day outside, and I'm going to show you one of my breeder bins. Let me get things with. I've got my two boys here, Big C and Little C, who are here and keeping themselves occupied in the background. So I made these bins out of Ikea Trofast kids storage bins. They were affordable, they were shallow, which I thought would be very important for breeder bins. And I drilled some holes in the side so that there was adequate ventilation for the worms. I don't know if you can actually see that here, yep. And then putting a lid on the top of them made them stackable, so that made it really convenient for me. I have been dividing up my worms for the past couple of years as I've been getting further into vermicomposting. And it was just a few weeks ago that I formally actually started trying to get some breeder bins going. So I stocked these with some of the bedding material from earlier bins. I put in some peat moss. I had a little bit of aged rabbit manure that I put in the middle. And I've been feeding them in a trench, as is the recommended style for breeder bins. And you can see all of these cocoons. Now, I was not sure how many mature worms I had to start with. And actually, when I started counting them out to try to make sure that I knew how many were going in, I lost count and I just kind of gave up and decided this would be a question mark with the number of worms that I started with. But you can see all of these wonderful cocoons concentrated in here. I would estimate I probably started with about 100 worms. And then as I found more mature worms through some of my other grow out bins, I actually added them along. You can see these chunks of worm chow that are kind of moistened and partially eaten from the top of the bin. And this is getting a little bit dry. The top of it's a little bit crumbly, so I'll probably add some moisture here. When I really dig into the bottom of this bin, you can see they tend to really like it along the bottom where it's a little bit more moist. So lots of worms in there. My helper is offering to spray real time, but I think we'll wait until we're finished here. So we've got plenty here. So I'm really excited. So I'm giving these about 3 weeks from when I started the bin, and then my plan is to go through and remove the cocoons to a cocoon bin where I'll keep a close eye on them and watch for the cocoons to start hatching. Typically the temperature for the cocoon bin is kept a little bit warmer, around 80 degrees. I find that in our climate, with a heat mat, it actually keeps it a little bit too warm. So I will probably just, keep a close eye on the temps and watch for hatching. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please take a second to hit the like button. And if you like it enough that you want to continue seeing new content that I put out, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Take care.